What's up, Team Starlight? EDI-SZN Week 7, Round 2. We got Andy over here with Gigavise and Brady with the X-Sabers. I'm super excited to see this matchup. This should be a pretty interesting case of like whoever can OTK first. And today I'm joined by Declan. It's me, Marcos, by the way, in case you didn't realize. Anyway, as a Fossil Dino comes out, was not expecting that.
Yeah, Brady was telling me about his main deck tech of Fossil Dyna, and I'm not completely sold, but this is one of the cases where it is extremely good against Gigavise. So
That's like one of the most unfortunate main deck cards because in most Gigavise decks, main deck wise, you have exactly Phoenix Wing Blast, and like thankfully he had it, but now he's getting hand ripped by freaking Urbellum.
I'll be honest,
Okay,
this feels like over already in my head.
yeah.
If
Oh, and
you're
it hits the
pitching
miracle
cards,
too. My God.
you're gonna get to draw that Fossil Dyna again.
Yeah, everything
Um,
everything about this just seems like that's such an unfair opening. It's truly like pre-type opening.
yeah.
Like it just feels so rough when you see that. And if he has like any real back row here, like this gore is not going to be safely here forever. Oh, able to just get the crash off, but that's okay. Then must be like a Godman's back there most likely. Sets 2. I'm not sure how much of that is real back row. You don't run that much in Gigavise, but Gigavise is weird. Like it actually has like a strange ability to top deck at times. So like I'm kind of hyped to see if he can come back with this. But oh my God, this another fossil. Oh, it's the same one. Is it the same
Yeah,
one?
he top
This book
decked
of
it. Because
Yeah,
he
that makes
top decked
sense.
it with the Phoenix Wing.
I was like, dude, he's running 2? No, okay, that makes sense. Unfortunate there because I guess like Andy kind of realized it was happening. He should have definitely just tried to run it over so that this fossil down doesn't just stick, and now we're back in this awkward position. Draws the Mark of
Oh
the
yeah,
Rose.
he did force out that threatening roar. That's why he wasn't able to run it over the gores.
I am just it's late.
Yeah, no. Also, there's a bit of
It's
glare,
a bit
but
of
he's
glare.
choosing to put his graveyard in
Okay,
a
because
weird place.
I did see him activate something, and I just could not tell if it was just like a battle trap or something. Okay, now it makes so much more sense. It was threatening roar. Got it. Summons the fossil dino again. Mark of the Rose would normally be a nice clean out to it because you can just tribute the fossil dino or even just keep swinging for free. But this fossil dino is just causing so much trouble for Andy here. And then a heavy storm comes out.
Oh my gosh!
I would just
Scoop it up.
yeah, honestly, like at a certain point, you kind of even if you draw like a wing blast at this point, like an out, it's not clean.
I
So
mean, I guess you could draw Mirror Force, but again, like Brady's playing around it correctly here. Lone Fire does, funnily enough, roll off this board of mini guys. But main 2, he goes for Ragigura, gets an out for the Lone Fire, so this isn't gonna last long. Okay, Gigaplant.
yeah, the attack gets negated. Thankfully, the Fossil is also stopping Brady from doing a big crackback here. So it is kind of like stalling him out. And I think if this Giga is not dealt with right after this Fossil Dino gets cleared, there's a potential comeback here with Giga being normal summon and stuff. Oh no, so yeah, he has to. I think he has to just crash his own Fossil Dino because he knows that if he leaves this Giga here for free, he just loses. So that's I think why you put them both the X-Saber monsters in defense and the Fossil Dino attack. That's the only other reason why, right? Is he doing it? Is he gonna do it?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's gonna summon a Emmer's Blade here. Oh, no, just interesting. He's baiting hard.
Bad. I mean, he didn't change the set. The set has not changed. Right? Like that set's just been there. Oh, it's a threatening roar. Okay. I am beyond baffled by this. This is
Yeah, and I mean, this is why I'm
interesting.
like, the Dyna seems, it's obviously good here. Like, it's keeping Gigavise at bay, but it just inherently conflicts with a bit with what X-Sabers are trying to do, because they are a special summon reliant deck. So, but I think it's hard to argue with the fact that I think the Fossil Dyna has been winning him this game. So,
Yeah. It just feels like
TBD.
so weird. Okay. Goes to the crash and then now has to go for a synchro play, most likely a Brio, which is honestly good enough. Okay, pitches first. Yeah, now the Giga is back in Andy's hand. Sets a few cards. But now like it's kind of even, you know, and it just
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
very
he had to nag
strange.
hard there.
And DDR, huge top deck here. If this normal summon goes through, he can get the Titanial back. Or the Lone
Okay, he's
Fire.
going Lone
He
Fire. Is he
could
gonna go
probably just go.
Black Rose?
He might just go for Black Rose here. And another option could be going for Berdrago if you feel like you have a read on what the back row is, but you might even just go for Power Tool. I don't know. I think Black Rose would deal with this. I mean, there's really not much you're worried about except for a Starlight Road, which they do tend to run, but you would leave Brady at 1 card in hand, which would be like a super ideal position for you to be in.
Then again, I think I see a Gigaplant in Andy's hand, so it's not exactly like he would have a lot on his side too. Okay, Super Solar Nutrient. Very interesting here, getting Nettles.
That's kind of a
This
neg
is
though.
strange, because yeah, he could have just gotten Nettles. Oh, so I don't really understand that, but we're gonna get the Black Drago like you were saying.
If he has a Giga in hand, he should immediately try to pitch this Giga. Yep, he's doing it. Okay. Targets the back row. It's a Starlight Road. Big read. A huge read. Wow. If he Black Rose, he just lost. Okay,
That's
that's
awesome.
insane. That's like an insane moment of like crazy big brain plays that I would never have thought of. I would never have read that back row as Starlight Road, but hey, this is the comeback potential. I think it's just weird he had a neg a bunch. He already
Oh
negged.
man,
Oh, that's just not
Rescue
fair.
Cat.
Rescue Cat's gonna cleanly out this. A black. He might have to go for a Catastor though to really deal with this, unless that set is
Yes,
something that can
'cause
work with it.
Brionic's already been used, so it's probably just
Yeah.
gonna be Catastor here.
Oh my.
Oh, I don't even know if I like this. Like, you're giving the Gigavise player 5 cards. Unless he's going for game here, who knows?
This is such a wild play, but yeah, if Brady draws into the that's what I'm talking about. This guy.
There we
What's his
go.
name? I
Yeah.
forget his name every single time.
Fall
Troll.
Troll.
So now he can just go crazy and just synchro. He can even potentially loop a little bit here, depending on what his hand is. If he has a second Fall Troll.
Yeah, I guess the odds of drawing a Fall Troll were pretty high there, so in retrospect, that doesn't seem that bad at all.
So that's a
'Cause
7.
this is probably gonna be game.
Yeah, I think he has a second Fall Troll in hand. He didn't see one all game. Here comes the second one. I feel like it's coming. First he special summons. Gets the Gothams. Tributes that to rip a card in hand.
Now he's gonna
Special
special
summons
back the
Ragigura. Yep.
Ragigura.
And this is the
Oh
loop,
my
right?
god, beautiful. Oh my god, wow.
So that's actually why Morphine Jar is like busted in X-Sabers. I think a Morphine Jar, in my opinion, should be used in X-Sabers basically every single time for this exact reason, because you can just fully handle. I don't know why he's not finishing the hand loop. I think he needs to deal with. If he doesn't at least summon a second Gothams. Okay, I don't agree with this. This Blackbird Drago can still summon a Gigaplant after the fact, and then he has to crash awkwardly with the guy. Instead, but he could have just made a second
It's
like
game though, right? It
Gothams.
doesn't matter.
Oh, it's game. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was what an insanely strange game one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That Fossil Dyna put in a lot of work, but at the same time, it gave Andy multiple chances to come back there. I think Andy setting a bunch of stuff as bluffs was kind of a weird choice, because a lot of those could have actually helped him to potentially come back when it was time, you know? I think that's something that I understand setting like 1 card as a bluff, but setting 3 as a bluff is never the play in my opinion. Like no one believes they're real, right? Like
yeah, so we're gonna get some Lone Fire Supervise setup here. We get the Gold Sark for the Lone Fire and getting the, and here we go, Air Bellum. Just that card, man, is so problematic for the combo decks that just need to not summon and need turns to set up. He's able to Wing Blast it, but again, he's just gonna draw into it again, and we're gonna be doing the same dance.
on the bright side, the Gold Sarcophagus is insulating him a little bit from any more Bellum rips, I mean, because you know that Lone Fire is safely going to come in the standby phase. So, however, this level limit area B, such a frustrating floodgate that's only good in X-Sabers, really. Oh my god, another Rescue Cat draw. Here comes the double Air Bellum. Torrential Tribute, though, going to cleanly out that. Now we get the Lone Fire coming out. We have a bunch of different options here. This is actually humongous. He has the Supervise, and he doesn't mind his monsters going into defense mode because you can just set up a bunch of power tools and eventually just deal with this level limit. Oh, here comes the Heavy Storm first. He doesn't even have to worry about it. This is potentially a game. He has a 66% chance of just cleanly going for a game here, potentially. We'll see what happens.
I
Goes for
like
the
how
power
Andy is
tool.
he's playing pretty fast here because we all know that this deck can be they're just executing the lines takes a lot of time, and so the faster you get with the deck, the more times it gives you to think when you actually really do need to think about the complicated plays. But this is the standard Gigavise play, right?
Yeah, I just don't think you're worried about Gores here. So his option is either like I think double power tooling, going for that 33% chance of winning right here. That's what I would do because you don't. I'm not worried about Gores, and even if I was
X-Sabers
worried about
rarely play
Gores,
it.
even if I was worried about Gores, if this works, I can usually get Titanial out and like run over. Yeah, okay, he got it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
33%.
gosh.
33% of the time is 100% of the time. So,
Yeah.
no, wait, Nettles. Interesting. Okay, Black Project. I would have gone for Titanial just because you can keep your Supervise in case that was like a Gores for like a potential follow up. But Black Project is not the worst either. So, okay, that worked out. Huge. That's what the deck does. And of course, the Fossil Dino comes out. So this is going to be a rough one for Andy. It's why I actually side 2 Breaker the Magic Warriors instead of like that solo exchange like shenanigans. I think Breaker just cleanly outs a majority of cards that really hurt this deck.
Yeah, and Breaker seems good too because in Frogs you have to worry about it getting rugged, which is like okay exchange, you know, it forces it, but no one's gonna be putting in rug against your deck against
No.
Gigavise.
Unless they don't understand how Giga works, which does happen. Some people don't realize that it's not the same as like a Caius, but now we just have 3 back row to 3 back row. If those 3 are all bluffs, I'll be upset because I really don't think you should keep setting a bunch of bluffs. It's not good. I think you need some cards in your hand to discard with like Wing Blast. You need other cards that if you don't need them, like you'd rather discard them, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you
If I
sided in
had
like a
to
Lightning Vortex.
if I had to guess, I would guess one of them is like a threatening roar. I saw Andy was playing that. Um which is I think it's a tech card that people have been trying out in this deck. The deck
Yeah.
that's like masterful at cracking back. Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's threatening roar is the logic is that a majority of outs to your unbreakable board require the battle phase. So if you eliminate the battle phase, the board is very much unbreakable. It also just stalls you out towards getting your combo pieces when you don't have it. So threatening roar just feels naturally synergistic with the deck. So a lot of the top Gigavise players have been messing around with it. So I'm glad to see Andy trying out threatening roar in his build. Especially against this matchup, even if he's just siding it for this particular matchup. Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Gold Sark Chain, Imperial Wall. Imperial Wall is kind of disgusting against this deck. On the bright side, though, if I have Giga Plant, I'm freely summoning this. I'm summoning Giga, I'm swinging. There's no Deep Prison, no Bottomless. You are so safe. If he has a Giga in hand and not summoning it, I don't know why he wouldn't.
Interesting. I've never seen Imperial Iron Wall sided against Gigavise, but it makes so much sense. Um, is this meta? I don't even know. Like this seems pretty good in my head.
It is unless they're set up already. Like the biggest problem I have with Imperial Wall,
You're
like
right.
is that like if I have the supervised combo, like what is it doing against that? It stops Mark of the Rose and Gold Sark exactly, and that's it. I don't think it's that good in my opinion as a side deck card. If anything, it makes me feel so safe. I'm not worried about Bottomless. I'm not worried about Deep Prisons. I'm not worried about anything. Caius, like that gives me the freedom to go in. I used to run Imperial Iron Wall in my Gigavise decks back in the day, like.
Wow.
I don't necessarily agree that it's like it just so happened to counter the Gold Sark. But you know what I mean? Like it doesn't counter Mark of the Rose. Like if I activate Mark of the Rose, you can't chain Imperial.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the premier side deck cards against Gigavise are cards that can be proactive and reactive, like Fossil Dyna. So it makes sense. Yeah. Imperial Iron Wall. If they're set up, it's dead. So probably won't be seeing it sided specifically for this matchup.
I just feel bad because Andy needed that Gold Sark to just resolve. Giant Trinity is gonna come out. Probably has a Solemn. If it doesn't have a Solemn, there's a Starlight Road back there. Might even chain the Threatening Roar. Compulse first. Interesting. Targeting that card, and he's gonna chain other cards. Got accumulated fortune or something.
This
Double
is
compulse.
wow, double
Oh,
compulse. That is honestly crazy. Like I can't believe that just happened. Yeah, Brady's got like 9 cards in hand or something. Same with Andy. We
yeah.
are gonna get the gold Sark now. Are we gonna see a DDR?
He
Surely,
can't
right?
DDR though. He can't DDR because of Fossil
Oh,
dying
that's
on the field.
right. He forgot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he
Okay,
first hits the
Vortex
lightning
first.
vortex.
He
That's
he
good.
missequenced it. Makes sense. Okay.
He got excited because he finally got out of this crazy board. This Lone Fire plus a bunch of tokens is always a great thing to see because now you can just tribute, get the Giga out.
Maybe double Lone
Oh,
Fire. Yep.
get the yeah. First get the double Lone Fire, then Giga. That makes sense because your Lone Fire can potentially stick. Gets the
Normal
yeah
summoned the Giga
yeah. There we go.
Plant. And then is synchroed. He's doing it really fast here. He's synchroed with the copy plant. Or wait,
Yeah, first. Sorry,
what's happening? He's going
he
too
first needs that
fast.
you need a power tool. Bring the power tool out.
I
So
know he's got the Gigavise. There's no power tool on board, but he's already added Gigavise,
yeah,
Supervise to the hand.
so here's the downside. Since you already used Gigaplant's effect, you can't actually equip Supervise to it, like and get the value that you normally would get with it. So it's not the greatest play, but that's why the Threatening Roar is so strong. Oh my god, the Raikou.
Right goes
Oh,
really good.
he thought it was like a morphing jar.
Oh,
Oh
interesting.
man.
Popping the back row though. So clearly Brady has answers to the monsters. And he's going to be able to special summon up the Emmer's Blade right now. I think he's thinking about what to get. Okay,
Ragigura.
Ragigura. I love this interaction as Sabers because it's just a straight +1 for getting your recruiter run over.
Yeah. Oof, it's just rough to see that happening. I mean, obviously he thought it was a morphing jar read, but yeah, wasn't that Threatening Roar now hit? The other two cards could probably just be maybe one of them's a real trap, but hard to say. But this is a pretty strong board if he can't clear it, if Brady can't deal with it. He has a dead Imperial Wall just chilling there. He has just a bunch. He has a brain control though. I see that in his hand, so he has plenty of ways to safely break this board.
And yeah, the fact that he hit, I wonder if Andy has another Threatening Roar, or if Brady just got really lucky there. Because, oh, but, okay.
Ooh, DD Crow. Interesting. That's good. It's going to stop like the little small loop shenanigans they're going to do there, or just like the hand ripping. Crow is pretty good against X-Sabers. It does completely shut off Gotham's E-Call. It's unlike Salvage where it can get still summon, like, you know how Salvage can still get the other card? Like
Right.
Gotham's is like, nah, you have to get both or it's none.
Yeah, I think Crow's underrated. It's just a matter of like maybe you have other side cards that are better, but if all you have is Crow, I actually think it's a relevant side card in this matchup for sure.
Yeah, I think that's why Imperial Wall like feels a little bit better because it stops
I
the
see.
Crow. So it's like better for him to have it than like to actually deal with like your opponent. So he just randomly is gonna discard a card, discards that card's a supervise. That's unfortunate because if that was a Threatening Roar in the back, like that he could potentially still do some work here. Setting 2. He hasn't attacked yet though, right?
Um,
Oh, he did attack. He
did he
did.
run over the Giga, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's a 66% chance here to like come back unless he has like what, like Saber Hold. Does Saber Hold negate Lone Fire? Doesn't negate
I don't
monster
think
effects,
so.
right? It only negates inherent
No,
summons, or like
right.
so normal summons and inherent summons, right? Like
Yes.
not effects of summons. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so the problem here is surely Brady has Starlight Road, so you can't just like Black Rose. I think that would be a misplay. So this is really awkward.
Yeah, but he does have the ability to just start setting up like value. Interesting. Goes for the Nettles. Does he not have a Gigaplant left in deck? Because does he not realize he could search with Power Tool? Did he not search? Did he search with Power Tool? And now he's gonna search with Power Tool. But searching for Mark make I'm
I think
I
he
don't
has
know.
no
I
other
don't know his
plants in
hand.
deck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
might
think
be
he
out of
might have
plants.
just top decked the Giga Plant. That's rough. Andy is very, very well known for drawing multiple Giga Plants.
Now he's gonna think about what he's gonna. Yep, he's gonna just immediately activate Imperial Iron Wall. Dude,
Bottoms
look,
has
just another card.
2600.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
dude,
also we're all in defense. Never mind. But go ahead.
everything here just feels like so. Break of the Magic Warrior, guys. Deals with so much of the shenanigans that you don't want to deal with as a Gigavise player. The level limit is so brutal. Here comes a Dust Tornado, no Starlight Road. Oh my god.
Wow. I
Even
can't
more,
believe it.
even more reason. Okay, then. Okay, goes for the Gothams. The Mark of the Roses are super live now, dude. You can go crazy. You could even steal. Oh, there's so many cards you could steal here and like just do stuff with.
He hasn't normal summoned, so what could you do here? You could steal. What is the play? How do you out everything?
The way you out
You-
everything here, in my opinion, is yeah, you Mark of the Rose, take the big dude, tribute it off. Just I wouldn't have tributed off first.
He
I would have
threatening roared.
attacked. Oh, he
He
threatening
threatening
road
roared.
every time, dude. I can't see it. Oh, because he didn't. Yeah, he threatening road earlier. Got it. Okay,
But then
but then
Brady,
he.
no problem, just rips right off the top the fall troll. So
Yeah,
this is
there's
just
nothing.
gonna
This is
be
yeah. That's
surely
GG.
game.
It's just GG. You just make Brio bounce.
I think he's gonna add the fall troll off the Regigura. Yep, and then special some of the other fall troll, maybe after synchroing.
So here's 100% this is the missequencing that Andy had here, right? He had the ability to heavy storm first, because like in my opinion, you heavy storm anyway. If he has Starlight Road, he has Starlight Road, right? Like what else are you gonna do? And then once you realize, oh, you got nothing, like you can make a better Gigaplant play that involves like black rosing the rest of the field, you know? And now his Fultro in hand is dead. And you can even do it in a way where you keep a Giga. There's a lot of different sequences he could have done, but I think he was just playing it a little too fast in his head, or just not thinking that his heavy storm wouldn't resolve. But like the fact that it did was crazy, right? Like I don't know. There's a lot of different things you could do, but Gigavise is a hard deck, guys. It's hard.